Cassia's romance in Rogue Trader has multiple possible endings, but only one of them is the true one, and the game won't guide you to it. Miss a single hidden flag and you'll get one of the lesser endings without ever knowing what you lost. In this video, the exact route to the true romance with the Lady Navigator, every point you need to grab and every trap you need to dodge. Quick housekeeping first. Cassia is available to a rogue trader of any conviction, but male only. The romance and companion system in this game runs on flag points, which you earn by picking specific dialogue options. For this video, two types of flags matter. First, romance flags. There are two, Insult and Amour Courtois, that's courtly love in French. And yes, that's literally what the flag is called in the game files. I'll just be calling it courtly love from here on. Collect 2 insult flags and the romance is there. To get the true romance you need all 5 out of 5 courtly love flags. Second, personality flags. This defines how a companion sees your rogue trader and how their personal arc ends. Cassia has 3. Freedom. Cassia grows into her own person and genuinely respects you. NotMe. Cassia becomes your puppet, unable to make a single decision on her own. Hatred. Cassia ends up despising your rogue trader. For the true romance, the optimal personality path is freedom, and that's exactly the route we are taking today. We start on Eurac V, where Cassia gets recruited. After clearing the location, head in to meet her, and you'll find her unable to control her powers. Your best move is to calm her down with any skill check. The backup option is using the stone Felix gave you. Which side you take in the local conflict doesn't meaningfully affect the romance, so resolve it however you like, then invite Cassia to join your crew. That's +1 freedom right there. I also recommend taking her servants aboard, you'll be very grateful.
Accompanying a rogue trader on their travels is an honor for any navigator.
Once you are on the bridge, talk to her about her third eye. This is where the romance officially starts, with one of 2 lines. Careful though, one of them hands you an insult flag. Off to a great start, right? If you missed that conversation, you get a second shot during the next event. Lady Navigator has scared everyone out of the wardroom and is reading a book.
You should familiarize yourself with some of the works in your library to learn the appropriate manner of conversing with a lady.
If you've done everything right, she'll leave the book behind. Inside are several hints about what's coming. Consider it your official map to Cassia's heart. Course plotted, let's fly. The first step happens during one of your warp jumps. Vigdis reports that Cassia isn't getting along with the crew. Talk to Abelard first, then Jay, and finally Cassia herself. Promise you'll help her figure out how to deal with people. After that, Cassia will want to discuss books. Refusing gives +1 hatred, so obviously we are not doing that. Have the conversation, pass 2 skill checks, and you'll reach a fork where you grab another +1 freedom. On Janus, Cassia pulls you aside to admire the water. Click through every available line here and move on. There are no flags in this event, just 2 people enjoying the view. It's nice. Let it be nice. Later, Cassia will want to talk about her work, praise what she's done, and do not refuse the conversation, that's +1 to insult. Discuss the painting and pick you don't need to prove your words to me. 2 ways to insult her here, the ambiguous line or acting tired of her questions. A happy Cassia leaves your quarters and we move on with the story. Later Cassia drops by to discuss something personal, fidgeting with a satin handkerchief. Ask what she wanted to talk about, she'll ask you to fetch a book from the shelf and drop the handkerchief. Pick up it, bring it to your lips and hand it back. Cassia accepts it warmly, and +1 courtly love drops into your pocket. Sometime later, there is an awkward knock on your quarters door. A servant delivers a dome with a flower inside. Pass a couple of checks and you'll learn 2 things. The sender is Cassia, and the flower is a ritual symbol. Now, if your rogue trader is built more for punching than thinking, go interrogate Vigdis and Dunrock about the ritual. Either way, you now know this is a special gift and it needs an answer. So hightail it to Dunrock, order a library for Cassia. That's +1 courtly love. A bit later you'll receive an invitation to talk in the Lady Navigator quarters. And there she is, absolutely glowing about the library. Any option works here except a flat-out refusal. After your first visit to Dargonus, you'll receive a message. The navigators want a meeting with Cassia. Do not refuse, head to Dargonus. The regent wants to have a little chat. Let Cassia speak for herself and collect +1 freedom. Then the radicals, led by Cassia Orsellio, will seize the chance to get rid of Cassia. After the fight, Elena drops to her knees and begs for mercy. We take her to trial. Dig into the details, hear Cassia out, and accept her proposal. That's another freedom point. Crisis resolved, and back on the bridge Cassia tells you about her atlas.
The Starway Atlas is a sacred artifact of House Orsellio. It helps our navigators chart a course through the warp.
That wraps up her Chapter 2 content, so carry on with your Rogue Trader business. Heads up, this one's important. During Chapter 3 you cannot return to the ship or change your party, so make absolutely sure Cassia is with you for the quest in the Atlas Reach system, otherwise you lose crucial flag points and end up with the regular romance instead of the true one. At some point you learn Cassia is being held captive in the anatomical opera. You can free her after the first arena under certain conditions, or unconditionally after the second arena. When exactly you get her out has zero effect on what follows. Once freed, Cassia completely loses control of her powers and begs you to leave or kill her. We are doing neither. Pass a couple of checks, hold her and kiss her. That's +1 courtly love sealed with a kiss. And if Felix stones ended up on Cassia, you can destroy it here. Head back to the local hub for a conversation. The world suddenly burst into color. You've gained color vision, just like Cassia's. Tell her about it, and alongside the colors you'll see +1 courtly love. Cassia herself is not thrilled about this development, so we embrace her and kiss her again. It's becoming a habit, a good one. A couple of jumps after returning from the Dark City, Cassia pulls you off the bridge and declares that the two of you have no future. Do not pick Let's Be Happy Here and Now or the dynastic marriage option. Both break that rule-up path. Instead push with Have I upset you in some way? Is this what you want? And it's already late for me. At some point Cassia's resolve cracks. And that's when you land the killing blow. I love you. Take her hand and tell her how you see her. Keep going until she melts completely. The last courtly love point in the band. Cassia finally surrenders, and you can offer let her sleep under your protection, or pick any other option. It no longer matters. You've already won. After resolving the situation on Footfall, you receive a message about upcoming Navigator gathering with a hidden section inside. Decrypt it. Sometime later, Cassia graces your quarters with the visit, wanting to fly to the meeting point alone, without her house, but the whole house shows up on that planet anyway, so this choice doesn't actually matter. Fly to the meeting point, a book event kicks off, where you can pick up 1 hatred point. Beyond that, play it however you like it. At the meeting, the Xenos reveal the truth about the origin of House Orsellio's powers. Pick the line about your ancestors not being infallible, and that you can still rectify their mistakes. Then hear Cassia out. She'll propose resolving everything peacefully and destroying the Atlas. Back her up. If Felix Stone is still on Cassia and wasn't destroyed earlier, the Xenos will cut it out. Return to the bridge and talk with Cassia. Near the end of the chapter, Cassia comes to pour her heart out. To tell you she wants to love you until her dying day.
Do you promise to love me till the end of our days? Let this night be my answer to you.
And that's where the romance events end. How the story of the Rogue Trader and his Lady Navigator actually concludes, you'll find out in the epilogue. Drop a comment telling me which companion romance to break down next, and subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming videos. See you next time!